Welcome to the late shift. Grab a blanket, close your eyes, and just ride passenger for a bit. We're just killing time in Gotham tonight, picking up some used screen trophies, and talking about the trap of trying to be perfect. I already beat the main game. Scarecrow is locked up, the Arkham Knight is dealt with, but Gotham is still not safe. Every major villain has been captured, except for the Riddler. So here we are, cruising around an empty rainy city, looking for glowing green question marks. Welcome to the late game. There are 243 of these things scattered across the map that the Riddler left for us. Some of them take 20 minutes to figure out. And for what? A slightly different ending cutscene? A boss fight? A platinum trophy? It's tedious, it's frustrating, and honestly, it's exactly how most of us ruin our actual lives. You see, humans have this weird glitch in our code. We love the feeling of 100% completion. We love checking the boxes, but in real life, this turns into toxic perfectionism. How many times have you sat down to work on a massive project, your main quest, and then instead, you spent 3 hours reorganizing your desktop folders, or tweaking the fonts on your resume, or watching 10 different YouTube tutorials on the perfect gym routine without ever actually lifting a weight? It is like hunting Riddler trophies. We've convinced ourselves that we're being productive, but it's not true. You are just doing side quests because the main quests feels too intimidating. Perfectionism is just procrastination wearing a fancy suit. Let's be real. Nobody actually cares if we get the platinum trophy. When we check a friend's profile, we aren't looking to see if they collected every piece of concept art or scanned every riddle. We just want to know if they beat the game. But for some reason, we hold our very own lives to this impossible 100% completion standard. We put 40 hours into building something great, a project, a video, a portfolio, and then we spend another 40 hours agonizing over tiny details that no one else is ever going to notice. We get stuck in the mud trying to make something flawless. Here's the truth. Flawless is just a myth. Done is real. A project that is 80% good and actually finished is infinitely more valuable than a 100% perfect project that never leaves our hard drives. Obsessing over that last 20% isn't dedication, it's just fear. We're scared of releasing it to the server, so we keep picking up Riddler trophies to delay the ending. So, if we know chasing this 100% completion is a trap, why do we keep doing it? Honestly, it feels like progress. It gives us that little hit of dopamine when we spend 3 hours color coding our calendar or rewriting the same email 4 times. Our brain registers that as work. We tell ourselves we're on the grind, but we aren't. We're just running in circles. It's like clearing out these random thugs on the streets. It looks cool, it feels productive, but it doesn't actually change the state of the city. We're mistaking motion for action. We're staying busy just so we don't have to admit we're stalling. And of course, we can't deny that we keep stalling because the side quests are safe. Think about it. If we fail a Riddler puzzle, who cares? We just grapple away and try again later. There are no stakes, but finishing the main quest, releasing that project, applying for that job, actually putting our art into the world, that has stakes. If we finish it and people don't like it, or we fail, that actually hurts. That's a real game over screen. So we keep preparing. We convince ourselves that if we just collect one more piece of info or tweak one more detail, we'll finally be ready for the boss fight. But we're just hiding in the safety of the grind. So, how do we actually break out of the safety of the menus? When we try to make our real-life projects flawless, we're basically trying to do a no-hit run on our very first playthrough. We expect to dodge every mistake and land every counter perfectly. But that's not how the game works. Sometimes, we just have to beat the boss with 1 HP left. It might be ugly, we might miss a deadline, or the final product might have a typo, or we stumble over our words during the presentation. If we just drop the combo instead of overthinking it, the boss still goes down. We have to give ourselves permission to win ugly, because an ugly win is still a win. The story still moves forward. There is another layer to this too. Sometimes we stall because of post-game depression. It's a real phenomenon that you can look up later on because scientists did do some research on this. I can explain it in a simple analogy, like for example, when we spend months or even years working on one big goal, it sort of becomes our entire identity. For example, you could say, I'm the guy building that app, or I'm working on my degree. It gives us a daily objective. If we actually finish it, then what? We're suddenly back in the main menu with the blank slate. We have to figure out what our next main quest is, and that emptiness is terrifying to so many people. So we keep collecting trophies. We keep finding excuses to stay in a world we already know, doing tasks that don't matter just to avoid stepping out into the unknown. There is a flip side to all of this though. I'm not saying we have to drop all of our hobbies, delete our games, just grind our real-life main quest 24/7. That is a fast track to burning out and uninstalling the game entirely. Doing what we like, playing a few matches, working on a passion project, or just taking a weekend to do absolutely nothing is absolutely fine. We need to enjoy the sandbox. We need those side quests to decompress. The trap only snaps shut when we use those side quests to hide from our responsibilities. It's totally fine to spend a couple of hours hunting down Riddler trophies or doing AR challenges, as long as we don't forget that the main objective is still out there waiting for us. We can have our downtime. We can play the game the way we want to play it, but eventually, we have to open up the mission wheel and select the main story again. We can't let the sandbox make us forget why we booted up the game in the first place. And about that blank slate, that emptiness we feel when a huge project is finally over, we look at that emptiness like it's a graveyard, like the game is just over. But it's not a graveyard, it's a lobby. When we finally hit submit, or publish the video, or finish the degree, we strip away all of the stats and the buffs we spent years building. We go back to level 1. And yeah, that is terrifying. But being level 1 is also the only time where we are completely free to choose a brand new build to go. We don't have to stay in Gotham forever, just because it is what we know. The post-game isn't an ending. It's just the loading screen for wherever we decide to play next. Alright, I think that's enough cruising for tonight. The Riddler can keep his trophies. I'm not stressing over 100% completion screen anymore. And neither should you. At the end of the day, it's your playthrough. If you want to spend tomorrow hunting down collectibles or chilling in the sandbox, do it. Just be honest with yourself about why you're doing it. Ask yourself if you're actually having fun or if you're just hiding from the next big boss fight. We all have a main quest waiting for us. It's going to be messy. You are probably going to drop your combo and it definitely won't look like a flawless speedrun. But it's the only way your story actually moves forward. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to get done. I'm gonna log off for tonight. Catch you guys in the next lobby. Main quest updated, good luck out there.